Los Angeles. Kylie Jenner's latest appearance has sparked widespread conversation across social media platforms and entertainment news outlets. The beauty mogul, known for her bold glam aesthetic and significant influence in shaping modern beauty standards, appeared recently with a noticeably softer, more natural look. The change has not only drawn public attention, but also placed focus on actor Timothée Chalamet, who has been increasingly linked with Kylie in recent months. At a major fashion industry event in Los Angeles, Kylie stepped onto the scene with minimal makeup, loose natural hair, and a sleek, understated outfit. The visual shift stood out dramatically from her well-known signature style associated with Kylie cosmetics: defined contours, full lips, and meticulously polished glam. Instead, the new look conveyed maturity, subtlety, and calm confidence. Fashion analysts described the transformation as a deliberate repositioning of Kylie's public image. Rather than commanding attention through bold visuals, she appeared comfortable, grounded, and composed. The atmosphere surrounding her felt markedly different from past red carpet appearances. Timothée Chalamet's presence added another layer to the public reaction. Positioned discreetly near the edge of the venue, he was observed watching Kylie with a faint, relaxed smile, captured quietly by several entertainment media cameras. While the interaction was minimal and did not involve overt displays of affection, the subtle expression has been widely discussed as a significant moment. Viewers interpreted the gesture as sincere support rather than performance for publicity. Social media platforms quickly filled with commentary. Some users praised the shift, saying Kylie appeared more like herself and authentically beautiful. Others speculated that her evolving relationship with Timothee may have influenced her decisions or emotional state. The public conversation has largely split between those attributing the change to internal personal growth and those who believe romance played a meaningful role. Sources close to the pair indicate that Timothee did not encourage Kylie to alter her appearance. Instead, he is described as offering emotional stability and personal respect, creating an environment in which Kylie reportedly feels comfortable expressing a less curated version of herself. The contrast has drawn attention, especially considering Kylie's long history of navigating public scrutiny and brand-driven identity expectations. Kylie has not issued a formal statement regarding her updated appearance. However, a recent Instagram post featuring a softly lit, natural finish selfie, without any caption, has been widely interpreted as a subtle affirmation of her new direction. Notably, Timothee's engagement with the post was among the first and most visible interactions. Industry insiders suggest that the shift may be part of a larger rebranding initiative. Reports indicate that Kylie may be preparing to launch new projects that blend beauty, fashion, and emotional narrative themes centered on authenticity and self-acceptance. Rumors also suggest that Timothee could serve as a creative influence behind certain conceptual elements, though no official collaboration has been confirmed. Entertainment relationship analysts note that Kylie and Timothee's approach to their connection has differed from many Hollywood public relationships. Their dynamic appears deliberately private, measured, and absent of orchestrated publicity moments. Observers note that both individuals seem intent on keeping personal matters relatively reserved despite frequent public attention. The broader significance of Kylie's transformation extends beyond aesthetics. Many commentators view it as representative of a transitional phase for a public figure who has spent over a decade at the center of cultural and commercial beauty discourse. The change suggests a shift toward a more introspective and individual identity, separate from the projections of media, branding, and external expectations. As the public continues to follow developments, questions remain regarding how this shift will influence Kylie's presence in the beauty industry and digital culture landscape. Similarly, the future of her relationship with Timothée Chalamet remains a subject of ongoing interest, particularly as both continue to balance privacy with immense public attention. This story is expected to develop further as Kylie's evolving personal and public identity continues to influence discussions across Hollywood, fashion, and global social media communities. Observers note that Kylie's shift may signal a broader cultural moment within the beauty and influencer landscape. For nearly a decade, heavily sculpted makeup styles and augmented features dominated social media aesthetics, with Kylie often cited as one of the primary catalysts. Her new direction, focused on softer tones, natural texture, and understated presentation, may indicate a turning point away from hyper-curated digital beauty norms. Industry experts suggest that when a figure as influential as Kylie adopts a change, ripple effects frequently extend across consumer habits, cosmetic product trends, and mainstream fashion advertising. Meanwhile, discussion surrounding Timothée Chalamet's reaction has become a point of interest beyond entertainment gossip. Analysts highlight that his quietly supportive presence contrasts sharply with patterns often seen in high-profile celebrity relationships, where image and attention are commonly central components. Instead, his demeanor at the event suggested an attempt to shift focus away from spectacle and toward personal grounding. Several media outlets have noted that this dynamic aligns closely with Timothee's long-standing preference for privacy, artistic independence, and distance from tabloid culture. Reports from those familiar with the pair emphasize that both Kylie and Timothee have been making conscious efforts to maintain a private space within their relationship. Unlike previous relationships in Kylie's public timeline, this one has not been marked by coordinated photo shoots, frequent luxury vacations broadcast online, or product tie-ins. Instead, sightings of the two often involve understated outings, concerts, quiet dinners, or small gatherings, suggesting intentional boundary setting between personal life and public persona. This shift in presentation has encouraged broader conversation about how fame, scrutiny, and constant observation shape identity. Media commentators argue that Kylie's evolution mirrors a common pattern among public figures who enter their late 20s and early 30s, confronting the contrast between their constructed brand identity and their sense of self. Having risen to fame as a teenager on reality television, Kylie has spent the majority of her life navigating public perception, beauty critique, and the pressure to reinvent in a highly visible environment. Her new appearance is being interpreted by some as a sign of reclaiming personal agency. However, discussions also highlight the complexities of separating the personal from the commercial. Kylie remains at the center of a global beauty empire that relies heavily on aesthetics and branding. If her current transformation leads to a shift in product focus, from high-impact glam to natural skin-forward beauty, this could reshape the brand direction of Kylie Cosmetics and potentially influence the broader beauty industry's marketing language. Insiders involved in fashion brand collaborations report that several luxury houses have taken interest in Kylie's new aesthetic. Sources suggest that upcoming campaigns may emphasize simplicity, grace, and minimalism, aligning her public visual identity with trending high-fashion narratives. If confirmed, this could mark a notable repositioning for Kylie from mainstream digital influencer to high-fashion cultural figure, a move that industry strategists say could expand her market influence even further. Regarding Timothée Chalamet, the actor is currently involved in multiple high-profile projects in film and fashion. His increasing association with Kylie has sparked public curiosity regarding how their individual professional images may influence each other. Critics note that Timothee's career has been consistently centered around artistic credibility, cinematic depth, and an unconventionally subtle media presence. The alignment of Kylie's transformation with Timothee's known stylistic identity has led some entertainment analysts to speculate that their connection is not merely romantic, but also philosophical and stylistic, Despite heightened public interest, both Kylie and Timothee continue to refrain from providing detailed statements about their relationship. Representatives from both parties routinely decline interview questions on the topic, and no joint public appearances have been arranged for promotional purposes. This continued silence has left the public to interpret subtle signals, body language, visual presentation, and timing, rather than direct communication. Sociologists studying celebrity culture note that this form of quiet visibility is becoming increasingly common among high-profile figures who wish to maintain personal life boundaries while still existing in public view. The approach allows room for speculation while limiting narrative control from external media sources. As discussions evolve, attention now turns to what comes next. Industry observers anticipate that Kylie's next public campaign, brand statement, or media appearance will offer clearer insight into whether this aesthetic shift is transitional or long-term. Similarly, any forthcoming film premiere or award season appearance where Timothee and Kylie attend simultaneously may influence public interpretation of their dynamic. For now, their story remains defined by subtlety rather than spectacle. The impact of that subtlety, however, continues to generate significant cultural conversation, underscoring the power of small shifts in image, expression, and presence when they involve two of the most watched individuals in contemporary entertainment. The situation continues to develop. Industry analysts are now monitoring both Kylie Jenner's public engagements and the strategic direction of her brands for indicators of the long-term implications of this shift. If Kylie continues presenting a more natural and minimalist aesthetic, experts believe it may trigger a broader consumer pivot, particularly among younger demographics who have already begun expressing fatigue with highly edited beauty norms and aggressive cosmetic enhancement culture. Market research trends suggest that authenticity-driven branding is increasingly resonant, and Kylie's transformation appears aligned with that trajectory. Meanwhile, media coverage of Timothée Chalamet has observed that his involvement in Kylie's life has remained notably unobtrusive. Sources close to the actor state that he prefers to avoid influencing or overshadowing her professional identity. His approach contrasts with celebrity dynamics where personal relationships become intertwined with marketing and public relations strategy. Instead, his presence appears to act as a stabilizing element, allowing Kylie to explore personal expression without external reinforcement or performance pressure. Entertainment reporters also note that the public's response to the pairing is markedly different from previous high-profile celebrity relationships. The focus has shifted from spectacle-driven commentary to analysis of emotional tone, body language, and quiet support. This difference reflects a maturing media environment in which audiences increasingly value subtlety and sincerity over extravagance. At the same time, some cultural critics caution that public interpretation should avoid attributing Kylie's personal growth solely to romantic influence. They emphasize that Kylie's evolution likely stems from internal self-reflection, professional maturity, and the responsibilities of motherhood. The relationship with Timothee, they argue, may serve as one part of a broader narrative of identity development rather than its defining cause. Looking forward, several upcoming events, Fashion Week appearances, product announcements, and potential film premieres are expected to further shape public perception. Whether Kylie continues to maintain her understated look or reintroduces elements of her previous style will provide valuable insight into the permanence of the shift. For now, the intersection of Kylie's evolving image and Timothee's quiet, supportive presence remains a topic of significant cultural interest. As both figures continue navigating global visibility, their dynamic stands at the center of ongoing discussion in fashion, entertainment, and social media communities. The story is still unfolding,